live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors.
And that game against the Suns, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Fox in at the point guard. Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get the season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. And Katie, here we go. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. The kick out to Fox. In the corner, Castle with it. Just 4 to shoot. Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Şengün with a screen on Vassell. Katie with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Here's Thompson, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Castle against Thompson. Whoa! Nice. Down it goes, jamming that one home.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Now here is Smith. Count it.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs. On and off the court, they pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Now Durant. Following De'Aaron Fox's 3-point attempt.
Yeah, the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
3-pointer, Fox. Another miss by Fox.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Last game for the Spurs, they pick up the W against New Orleans. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
A different look now for San Antonio. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Vassell. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Johnson. He's always a threat from out there.
Fox against Van Vliet. Pass to Smith. Launches it. Rebounded by Castle. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Got that bucket in no time at all. Fox has got 6.
The consistency might not be elite, but still, Fox is a legitimate three-point threat.
A new lineup here for Houston. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Rockets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. And their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Now, here's Capella. Now, Finney Smith. And the rejection by Wembanyama. From deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Spurs?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And the Spurs with possession after the Rockets pick up 3. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Defense getting overly physical with Fox, but he makes them pay, earning the and-one opportunity.
We'll stand after 8 seasons with the Kings, a new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together? Is there a better pick-and-roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Here's a Kobe. This game he had 10 points. Count it.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Fox passes to Johnson. Cans it from downtown. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Spurs.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
That's tipped. Fox with the steal. Goes up. And it's Fox slamming it down.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Spurs lead by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason, and it's Crawford at the 2.
You see just how assertive Harper is down low. This kid fears absolutely nothing.
Here's Holiday. It's good. Holiday's got his first points of the game.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Three-pointer, Fox. The Rockets pull it in. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And 2 teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Back over to you, Kevin.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. Here's Fox after the Rockets pick up 3. Johnson outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Shepard. And here's Harper from the arc. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Benyama, he's checked in for the Spurs. Durant's checked in for the Rockets. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Goes up off the inbound. Durant gets it done inside. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
Wembanyama, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Fox with the jam.
What a great performance from Fox. Scoring well, shouldering the offensive load.
Here's Shepard. Şengün trying to free himself up. Shepard, that's good. Shepard's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And he gets the bucket.
Running the pick and roll like a veteran there. Harper, outstanding find off that screen.
Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sohan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sohan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sohan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sohan?
And here is KD with a three-pointer from Keldon Johnson.
Oh, rising up for the throwdown. I love seeing KD finish with some power.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Barnes is checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. Castle's checked in for Harper. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Fox. The Rockets also changing it up. Smith checked in for Şengün. Thompson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. Here's McLaughlin after the made shot from KD. And here's Vassell from the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Durant. Screen by Smith. Goes up on the wing. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Durant.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
A deep three from Wembanyama. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, how about the range? Wembanyama has that rare ability at the center spot.
Durant for 3. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out. Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Durant strides in for that one.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Step back and squared up. Vassell's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Now, here's Vassell. 6 points for him. Here's Wembanyama. Rockets with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Wembanyama with it. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
Yeah, they're playing as a team, working the ball around, rewarding guys for getting open.
I see this. And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Fox and Castle are their guards. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough. Having himself a night.
Here's KD, and finished off by KD.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now, here's Fox. 15 points in the game. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Pass to Durant. Shoots over Vassell. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Durant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Rockets. Wembanyama outside. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here's Fox. The shot, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Amin Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Back to you guys.
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here, perfect from the field to start the half.
And Wembanyama with the flush.
That's about as automatic a shot as you can get. Nice jam from Wembanyama.
Şengün finds KD. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. KD's got 15 points here in the second half. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Barnes, and it's Johnson in for Vassell. KD's shot is off. Spurs trail by 8. For 3. San Antonio again missing. KD on the wing. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Harper, he's checked in for Castle. And a change for the Rockets. Tari Eason's checked in for Smith. Van Vliet on the wing. Guarded by Fox. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Rockets leading by 11. Thompson outside. Van Vliet passes to Durant. Ring shot on the way. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. KD's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And it goes down 2 points.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Oh, the silky smooth 3 from KD.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Kept alive. The kick out to Fox. Wembanyama. Lights on. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Wembanyama's got 16 points here in the second half. Van Vliet against Fox. Fox with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Wembanyama. Eason grabs the board. KD finds Van Vliet. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Houston. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Taking a look at the Rockets. Now brings Şengün out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Holiday in at the point. Şengün passes to Eason. And a dunk by Eason.
Basket's good. If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Harper. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Harper's got 5 points in the quarter.
Locked and loaded. Harper got it away like he never even had it.
Here's Holiday, and he banks in the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Harper, and Harper slams it in.
My goodness. Harper with a little showmanship kid can do it all.
Pass to Eason. Picked by Finney-Smith to the left side wing. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like that for sure.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Luke Cornett. That's Bryant in for Sohan. Houston also making some changes. Kevin Durant's checked in for Okogie, and Shepard subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Eason found Şengün. That one good for 2. And the Rockets lead by 8.
A true monster in the paint, and just under 7 feet. It can be so easy for Şengün to find those baskets.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Thompson comes in for Jari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And the basket is good.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Harper with the ball. Now Smith defending.
And Johnson plays with a lot of power, especially close to the basket.
Thompson sets the pick for VanVleet. Now Durant puts up a 3. Johnson rips down the board. Knocks down the 3.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
And yeah, it's good.
But when you need a bucket, he's your guy.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Barnes is checked in for Johnson. Vassell comes in for Bryant. And Castle is subbed in for Harper. Wembanyama left side. Easy money for Wembanyama.
You gotta love seeing Wembanyama get assertive in an important moment.
And we got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Durant. And good. He hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Şengün against Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. From deep. Knocks down the 3.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Thompson, and he banks the layup in. Spurs trail by 5. Fox, down it.
And Fox is a gamer. Someone that wants to step up and deliver in important moments.
Kevin Durant, and down goes the
Durant has been in these moments before, welcoming any opportunity to knock down a big shot.
Castle fires. And Benyama, Victor cleans the glass. It goes long arms.
Well, that's the leadership and clutch instinct they always want to see from Wembanyama.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Outside, KD. Oh, Durant, what concentration.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
That's good from Durant. San Antonio's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Now Wembanyama. Oh, that's the highlight of the night. Wembanyama.
And when Victor dunks it, it sometimes looks like a toy hoop, doesn't it?
Van Vliet against Fox. Outside, Smith. It's good.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And there's the three.
Well, I love that dish. Wembanyama is so unselfish.
KD against Wembanyama. And now we've got the intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of two is good. That increases their lead to 6. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
And the shot will go down. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's send it over to Al.